After a bit delay, we are ready to start again. But off player is out of the game right now, or maybe he's in. He has shifted towards the cover a little bit. A very straight fielder. I think that was a perfect position. I don't know why there's a change by captain. Again, a good straight drive. What a shot that is. As straight as die. Good start. First boundary of this match. This will obviously enhance the confidence of the batsman. And that too, if you are starting your innings with a good straight drive. Nothing better than this. It will be interesting to see from here on, after that drop catch, what will be the strategy for Mumbai Warriors. It creates an unnecessary pressure over the team when you drop a sitter. And you can't give a chances to a team like these Stallions. A team which has powerhouses in the form of Abhishek Warang, Jain, Sohail Qureshi, SQ. Then it with a good bowling attack of Nitish. That's a good cover drive, good looking cover drive on the shortest boundary of the pitch car. And this unsettles the fielding team, and there has been some change by the bowler. Extra cover fielder has been introduced. That's a shot. Hit the deck bowling. Cuts it hard. Goes for the boundary. Somewhere into the back of the mind. Rotating a strike by both the batsmen. Oh, kept low. A bit off here and there, and batsman was gone. Well, there is a natural bowling action of each and every bowler, which suggests you whether the ball is going outwards or whether the ball is coming inside. The natural action of Sachin suggests that the ball is going outwards. And accordingly, the batsman has to manage himself. Two good outswinging deliveries by Sachin. And 2 dot balls. Again a good straight drive, but this time the long off player, mid off player has been pushed backwards. This time the long off player manages to give only a single run. He made sure that it stays a single. So far so good over for Mumbai Warriors. They'll be asking for more after this over. Maybe a wicket. Again a good cut shot, but a good fielding it. And a good throw. Batsman managed to maintain the cool and calm, and hence no run out. This moment, the worst thing which can happen to you, even worse than the breakup, is a run out. But no batsman would want his wicket to lose in the form of a run out. You simply do nothing. There is some miscommunication between two batters, and either of the batter has to lose his wicket. So that's the worst thing. Start of a 4th over. Hit on to the pads. And a good call by Lokesh. After 3 overs, score was 25 for no loss. Sachin bowled very well in his 2nd over. Gave only 3 runs. Respecting the ball now. He's not trying to slog. Very sensible display of batting by Lokesh. Two ball. Oh. He wanted to hit somewhere else, but went exactly behind the keeper. Maybe that's a leg by, yes. It's a bull scoop with the leg. And there is a shout from a dugout, इसका meme बनेगा. But it happens. Never mind. Oh, good one. Well kept by a keeper. He is aware with the position of the batsman, but batsman was also smart enough to get back in time. Oh, it didn't time well. He played a bit early, and as a result, it hit on a streaker of the bat. Leading edge, and no one is there. Into a no man lands. The ball, which was supposed to be a catch, turned down into a boundary. Very disappointing from the fielder's end. The bowler will be cutting to the fielder. He should have made more effort. He should have covered the ground. There was no clear call, and maybe there was some confusion. Deep cover fielder was running right in front. But he didn't commit wholeheartedly. And as a result, 4 runs were added into the tally of these Stallions. 4 overs gone, 32 for no loss. Batters striking at 8 runs per over. Amit Shenoy is a bowler. His first over was a bit expensive. Gave 14 of his first over. It will be interesting to see what strategy he makes. Good sweep shot to a pace bowler. Chintan will be bragging about this shot for very long now. Very difficult to play a sweep shot to a medium pacer or pacer. Somehow he manages. And this, see what effect it makes on the mentality of the fielding team. The square leg has been pushed backwards now. Either it's a boundary or it's a wide. There is nowhere in between. Stress, tension, anxiety hitting the bowler maybe. But a real cricketer always has the nerves off still. Somehow again the ball finds the rope and again a boundary. So 4 wide and 4. It turning out to be worse for Amit Shenoy. Nine runs coming off 2 balls. 41. Chintan finding his rhythm too. A good shot. Will it also run for the boundary? The poor fielding makes sure it does. Long on player has to cover a good distance, but he fails to. And 3 boundaries of this over, 3 fours. There is a shift of momentum, certainly. Who will be from the bowling team? Will shift the pendulum. It will be the most difficult task from here onwards if they don't find wicket in next 2 overs. Amit Shenoy has lost it completely today. He is an excellent player looking at his statistics. But maybe, just maybe, this is a day where he's not able to click. Well, he needs to reorganize himself. He needs to back himself right now. And he turns into a spinner. Oh. That was also a poor delivery, but batsman failed to capitalize on it. But never mind. Lokesh comes to the strike. Both the batters have played 14 balls, striking at a good 120-130 strike rate. Finally a good delivery in this over, which beats the batsman. Long on player ensures that it stays up to a single run only. 5 overs gone, 48 for no loss. Current run rate 9.60. A dugout, Stallion dugout will be much relief after this first 5 overs. And Mumbai Warriors on the field, they were thinking there was a great opportunity which was created by the Sachin Deshmukh in first over itself. And the player and mid-off failed to catch the ball. Chirag is a new bowler in. Chirag Edwankar, left arm bowler to a right hand batter. Always a good battle to watch. Looping delivery towards a deep square leg. Amish Shenoy makes a good fielding. A good save in the deep square leg region. The position is now shifted towards deep backward square leg and again now towards deep square leg. Again, well played on the back foot by Chintan Shah, and it completes 50 of the team. Round of applause by Stallions in dugout. That's a pretty defensive field set by the bowler or maybe the captain. And that's gone. First wicket for Mumbai Warriors. Excellent bowling by Chirag. Lokesh is a batter who has been dismissed on 17. He tried to tempt the batter with a good flighted delivery. And the batter fell prey to the trap which was set by Chirag Edwankar. A good quality left arm always troubles a right-hander. And same goes for good quality right arm spinner, creating problems for left-hand batter. The next batsman in is Chetan Nagarkar. But I think the damage, a good steady start I must say. Not exactly the damage has been done, but from here onwards, Mumbai Warriors should think of coming back into the match. The batting team was striking at 10 per over. They'll now try to halt. They'll now try to stop the leakage of runs. Especially too much of extras were given by the bowling team. It's a good ball by Chirag. 2-2. He was plumped right in front of stump. Chirag Edwankar has managed single-handedly for Mumbai Warriors to come back into this game. The eyes must have glittered of all the Mumbai Warriors teammates after seeing those two deliveries. The new batter means Jayan, who holds the fastest century record in Mauka. Great batter. He'll be facing the hat-trick ball against a good quality left-arm spin bowling. Now there is an attacking field set by the bowling team, and surely why not? They see a good chance of coming back into this game. After first 5 poor overs, batsman manages to take the guard. It will be very interesting to see whether Chirag Edwankar completes his hat-trick or not. Will it be a looping delivery? I think so. Let's watch this ball. Again a looping delivery and very well directed by Jayan. So no hat-trick for Chirag. A good battle between both batsman and bowler. He tried to tempt, but Jayan managed to maintain his calm and composure. From here onwards, now it's a testing for a batting team. A testing period, I would say. Again a good delivery. Well kept by the keeper. Ooh. The Stallion dugout. Everyone has their heart in their mouth. They can't afford to lose 3 in 1 over. Chirag Edwankar. What a good bowling that is. 2 of 2 in his first over. As I said, the Gymkhana pitch is a spin paradise. So those who all have played on Gymkhana knows what does it mean to face a spin bowling here. And if a batter is not technically that good, he is creating a trouble for himself by playing at Gymkhana. Again a spinner, I see. Manages to pull the ball, but fell short of the short fine leg player who is under the circle. Ritu Raj is the name of a bowler. Oh, trying to play across, but maybe going down the leg. Not a good choice. Not a good selection of shot by Jain. A looping in delivery. He should have played it on front foot. That goes down to the leg side. It will be interesting to see. Yeah, it's a leg by. So it's an extra run for the batting team. Jan is yet to start. Let's get off to the mark. Moves ahead. Well kept by the keeper. The batsman was a bit tempted by the flighted delivery. Makes it step out of the crease. Fails to connect the ball. And even the keeper fails to collect the ball. Long off his move, bit straighter. I suppose it is going to be again a straight, simple, flighted delivery. It is like that. He has swooped it. No attempt of catching by the deep square leg player. Sun rays were reflected on his face. He failed to see the ball clearly. It's a wide ball. He's trying too much. He was thinking of getting a turn from there. It's a bad idea, I feel so. The short ball plays it to a deep square like Jen and finally is off the mark with a single. So 7 overs gone, 55 for 2. So last 2 overs have been good for the bowling team. Spinners have allowed them to make a comeback, and now it's the responsibility of a batter. Make the ship steady and sail through the storm of the spinners. Chirag, oh, good looping delivery. This time it was flighted, but it was a good length too. Obviously, Chirag Edwankar is a bowler to look after in this Mauka Tussle season 4. We have a very good left arm spinners, seamers. Chirag must be surely one of them. Again a looping delivery, and that's gone. He manages to scout his 3 wickets. Chintan would try to hit it, would try to get past the long on player, but he failed to, and finally succumbs. Loses his wicket to Chirag in the hands of the long on. This guy has single-handedly managed to pull back Mumbai Warriors into this game. Three wickets in just 8 balls and gave only 3 runs, of which I guess 1 was a leg by and 2 came off the bat. So it just shows how difficult it is to play against a spinner on this car wicket. Chirag won't mind more wickets from this surface. He'll try to extract as much as possible from this surface. Need some good technically batter over there. The next batter in is SQ, Sohail Qureshi. Good technical sounding batsman who has an ability to shift the gears according to the situation. A steady posture, good stance. That's a good back foot punch, but for no run. Well, my prediction for the next 3 balls will be this SQ will be managed to play. Yeah, he has managed to get a single run and he's off the mark with a single. 2 great batters of the Mauka. Good technical batters, I would say. They'll be very difficult to control, and it will be a test of the bowler as well. How do they make them play without leaking too much of runs? Good flighted delivery. Chen manages to push this ball towards the deep mid wicket. .58 for 3, 7.5. So the run rate, which was looking 10 apart, is now dropped to 8.5. Oh. Good competition between the batter and bowler. A sensible display by the batter. I think both will be discussing about the one baller in the Mumbai Warriors camp. He is no other than Chirag Yadavankar. Lock, what a shot that is! Chen shows his prowess and why he's well recognized batsman in this Mauka. A good sweep shot over the deep square leg. Surely good contest to watch between the bat and ball. A phase of cricket between 7 to 15 overs. I'm in love with that shot. If a camera team can manage to replay this shot, I will rate this shot 150 on 10. He just hammered it towards the deep square leg. Take edge. And the short third man player failed to stop that ball and allows a single to be run, which brings SQ on strike. Jayan finding his rhythm. If he stays there for more 3 or 4 overs, it will be very interesting to see the scoreboard after that. I'm pretty sure he'll be striking at 200. That's the quality of player he is. SQ maintains the balance. A good back foot single by SQ. Pushes the ball towards the mid wicket and square leg region and manages to gone. I feel that's a commentator curse. That is the reason why you should not speak too much about a batter. If he's into a good rhythm. He was tempted with a looping delivery. Alas, he was looking good. He was middling the bat. And there is some anxiety into a Stallion dugout right now. With the big names still coming to play. But they have lost 4. That's the reality as of now. They are still left with Abhishek, Pradeep, Nitesh, all the 3 players have good striking ability. Chen must be cursing himself right now. It was not needed. Already 6 were there. He scored a humongous 6 in the form of sweep. So after that first ball 6, Rituraj manages to come back and create a dent. The new batter in is Tejas Joshi. Oh, going down the leg. Cut shot. Plays it very fine. 4 runs added to the tally of the Stallion total. So animated over, I will be saying. "13 runs scored in this over. Also a wicket, a crucial wicket in the form of Jan. It's a good business by both the sides. So Chirag is not continuing from this end anymore. So the new bowler in is Mohsin Tariq. Again I feel a left arm spinner. A finger spinner. Mohsin to Sohail Qureshi. Seems a very interesting battle out there. Oh, that's a dropped one. Poor batting by Sohail. It was a full toss ball. He failed to capitalize on it. And even a poor fielding by the bowler, Mohsin. Overall, bit of an average, below average cricket display by batter as well as a bowler. Oh, manages to keep Tejas off strike. He looked into a good touch in his first 2 balls. Slashed the ball to Rituraj and manages to get off the mark with a boundary. Sohail Qureshi on the other side is struggling a bit. That's a wide ball. But I have seen Sohail playing, and he plays very good. A good ability, a good technical ability player, technically able player he is. Goes to the back foot and manages to get off the strike. Well, I feel if at this moment when there is a doubt in your mind after that first ball, which shakes you a bit, which shakes your mentality a bit, it is always good to get off the strike and watch the cricket match from the non-striking end. He was looking for a big shot, but at the end there was a change in decision and a good call by Sohail. They manages to run 2 runs in between the wickets. So Tejas is on 6 of 3 now. A good going, at least it seems. But running between the wickets is another important aspect of T20 games. And also inside edge misses the stump by a whisker. So obviously there is a good opportunity for the bowler as well. He won't be disappointed by this over of his. He created one good chance. He manages to take the inside edge of the one batsman, which fails to hit on the stumps. Mohsin Tariq, if he anticipates what batsman is going to do next, nothing like it, I feel. It's a poor short ball. And even Sohail, who is a good pull shot player, fails to put that ball outside the boundary rope. After 10 overs gone, the score is 77 for 4 runs, and maybe that is just a drinks break. Second half of the first innings. Bowler has asked a question, too much of questions to the batter. Batsman seems to be a bit puzzled after first 5 overs, 5 good overs of the power play. There is some message from the captain and vice captain of the team to both the batters. Now the change has been ended. The end has been changed now. I think that's a good selection by the bowling team as well. A call to play 2 good left armers on this pitch seems to pay off now to the bowling team. Bowler is taking a bit time to set his field, and obviously he should. So there is never a room for a complaint to the bowler. He should make all his players are placed right. Here comes the first ball after Sohail manages to push it towards deep extra cover fielder. Manages to get a single run. 5 of 9 balls. Sohail, Tarun Ramchandani, a off spinner, a decent off spinner. Oh, arm ball. Added a pace, bit of pace to the ball. The batter tries to play it on a back foot. It's a full toss delivery. And oh, misses. A long on player. Always a difficult catch. when the ball stays too long in the air. But if you're playing a cricket, a leather cricket, your hands should be safe. And this will increase the confidence of a batter as well. When he's shifting his length backwards, it's a wide, it's extra delivery. But what I'm trying to say is when the Tarun is shifting his length bit backwards, it becomes difficult for a batter to cut the ball. He has that natural. Look, he manages to play in the covers region, but I feel this is a perfect length to both the batters. And since he's an off spinner, he's falling, going down the leg. Even I feel the ball was going down the leg, but you never know. Umpire has always has a good view. Always has a better view than the commentators, than the spectators. Another spinners manages to get a wicket. Tarun Ramchandani manages to dismiss Sohail Qureshi. A big name is shaking his head in a disappointment and is telling his fellow batsman, his fellow partner, that he was not out. Pradeep Dubey is the next batter in. Look how this game has turned. At one point, it was looking that Stallion was taking this game away from Mumbai Warriors. But Mumbai Warriors, they had a nerve of steels. Chirag Edwankar manages to get 3 good wickets, and rest of the 2 spinners as well has managed to scald 1 each. Pradeep Dubey is a new batter taking a guard. He'll be facing the first ball of Tarun. It's a poor fielding, poor calling. At this moment, the unwanted thing for the batting team would be a run out. Mohsin Tariq will be continuing from the same end. It's a full toss ball. It's a poor fielding. It's a boundary. It's a difficult position to field in on the Khar Gymkhana pitch when you are fielding at the shorter boundary. Back foot. Pradeep went onto the back foot. Well, the run rate is not an issue for these Stallions, but the wicket is. Again a flighted delivery. Pradeep Dubey plays a good lofted shot into the direction of long on. Arm ball, and that's the length. That is the exact length which troubles the batsman. Beat the any batsman. Good outside off, drifting a bit away from the batter. A good length delivery. It's a full length delivery inside edge, and that's a good call from non-striker Pradeep Dubey. Well, the Stallion has a good depth in their batting. As I have already mentioned, there is Abhishek Warren, Nitish Panchal, who is about to come. Pradeep is also a good striker of. This is what I mean. He's justifying the words which I just spoke about him right now. He's truly standing onto his own potential. I think I should now hold myself, because after commenting too much on a batter, there is some confusion on the ground. Maybe there is the count of a ball is a reason. How many balls have been bowled? And I feel there's a one ball remaining in this over. Maybe, just maybe, some kind of a confusion with the players which are placed outside the 30-yard. It is taking a time to restart. I guess the new bowler in is, so that completes the over. So I guess that was a over which was completed already, and Tarun comes back into the attack again. Tarun, who manages to take the wicket of SQ, a big fish, is now looking good. Is now looking settled. Good straight simple action which lures the batsman. And that's tried to play over the point region, tried to cut the ball, flash the ball. The point player, captain of the team, fell short to cover the ground, but that was a good attempt, I must say. I feel that is the exact perfect line and length for the a drop catch again. I just hope this won't turn to be a nightmare for the bowling team. If somehow Pradeep manages to settle in, it will be a big trouble for the bowling team to get rid of him. This is a perfect chance. 2 catches already been dropped of Pradeep, and that's gone. I was about to say, this is the perfect line to get the wicket of a batter. Keep a big room. There has been already a point player A gully player. That was the exact plan, I feel, by the bowler. He was deliberately giving a bit room to the batter. And finally, the plan worked out for Tarun. 6 wickets down, 97 runs scored, 12.4 overs. How did Mumbai Warriors manage to make a comeback? I'll be saying that's a poor shot selection by the batter when you already know that there is a player in a cover region, in a point region. It will be interesting to see how he bowls to Abhishek Warang. It's a full end delivery. Abhishek Warang manages to get off the strike. It's off the mark now. Two big names of Mauka, Pradeep and Abhishek. A good batter. They have a big onus on their shoulders now to stay on the field, to make sure that the scoreboard is ticking, to make sure it is ticking at a good strike rate. 100, strike rate of 100, or maybe a run rate, current 6th of an over, will help them to reach somewhere around 135 to 140. Mohsin continues his spell from the same end. Again an inside edge. Batsman finding his luck today. That the first 100 up for Z Stallion, 100 for 6. So first 50 came in 5 overs and the next 50 came in 8.1 over. So that just tells you how contradictory was the first phase of the first innings and how is the second phase is now shaping up for the batting team. Good sensible display by Abhishek Warang. But the question remains, who will be the one? It's a short ball. Proved to be a good one as a batter was ready for the full length delivery. He manages to pull a length a bit backwards. 13.3, 100 of 6. Very important for both the batters to stay on the crease. I won't be surprised if Pradeep or Abhishek start shifting the gear from the next over onwards. Pushes it towards the square leg region. Fine leg covers the distance. And Abhishek Warang manages to get a single run. Well, running between the wicket is also an important aspect which I have just mentioned a while ago. A dot will create an unnecessary pressure. Good shot. What a cover right there from Pradeep Dubey. Right from the middle of the bat. Pradeep is looking into a good touch right now. Bowler was Tarun Ramchandani. The fielder was Tarun Ramchandani. It was coming back into the attack. As of now, it seems. He just hammered it into the goal. That's the safest way to make runs. No risk associated with such kind of shots. A recovery phase for the batting team now. I think Pradeep will take responsibility of striking a ball, and Abhishek Warang will take a responsibility of rotating the strike and manage. He'll be playing a role of the anchor in short. Oh, good back foot. The call should be clear, and that's a good call. Chirag, a smart bowler now. I think if you are having a 3 wickets into your account and still you are not placing a aggressive field, I don't know what's the reason behind it. He should push a mid wicket bit higher. That's a wide ball. He should push a mid wicket bit higher. Also, a cover player and an extra cover should be introduced, because he is not into the pressure. The batter right now is in the big pressure. He's bit. Good flighted delivery. Pradeep Dubey manages to. What a shot that is. Very simple. With ease, he manages to not clear, but to hit the ball to the rope. 21 scored in 10 balls. Pradeep Dubey just showing why it's been picked up. Again, the drop catch. Poor fielding. There were 2 runs, but batter has some different plans. And I feel this is right. In the scorching hit, instead of, if you have belief in your ability, if you have belief that you can clear the rope, then it is better not stretched beyond your limits. Abhishek Warang, as I said, is playing a role of the anchor, and Pradeep Dubey has taken the responsibility. Flighted delivery. Chirag, excellent bowling, I must say. Again a good flighted delivery. He knows the situation very well. He knows the batting team is in dire need of runs. And Chirag manages to get another one. 4 wickets. So more than half of the team was sent back to the pavilion by Chirag. That's a golden arm. If he manages to pick one more wicket, it will be a 5-wicket haul. He has managed a big names. Fell in trap. Pradeep sounds so disappointing. in a dugout because he was looking in a good touch. The next batter is in Deb. Now Abhishek. It will be interesting to see what he's thinking. He manages to play, navigate the risk of Chirag Edwankar, a man with the golden arm, proving to be the golden arm for Mumbai Warriors. Now, the question remains, will Deb playing an anchoring role and Abhishek takes the charge for maintaining a strike rate of almost 150 or 180, because that is the only option which can help the Stallions to get a scoreboard, to get a 180 or 170 or 180 runs odd on a scoreboard. Mohsin Tariq, the left armers, are having a good day today. In first 14 overs, spinners. Good strike by Abhishek Warang, but deep extra cover. At this point, Mumbai Warriors won't mind a single run. Only 26 balls remain to complete this first innings. Playing at the back foot. Pushes it into a deep square leg region for a single. 16 overs gone, 116 for 7. At one point, Stallion was thriving and striding. The all spin attack. Not even a single pacer has been introduced after 7 overs. Going down the leg, but Chirag, we all know what he does. He sets the batsman, and then oh, so that is the fear which has been created by a bowler into a batting dugout. There was a message iska last over hai. So Deb is following the instructions which has been passed to him by the dugout. Will be interesting to see, will Chirag manage to get his 5th wicket and will complete his 5-wicket haul. And we all know this 5-wicket haul stands the same importance as scoring the 100 runs, a century for your team. So the economy of a Chirag is below 5. He has managed to take 4 crucial wickets and now he's bowling into a dead overs. What a bowler he's proving out to be for the Mumbai Warriors. How often do we see a spinner is bowling in his death overs? And this shows a lot about a captain as well. A token of appreciation to the captain who has selected this team for today. Going down the leg, I feel. So last delivery before he completes his spell. If you ask me, well, the batter which he's facing is of a good potential, so it will be a very difficult task. And if he clinches his wicket, was something different. Chirag cried something different on his last spell. What a good over that is, and what a great spill that is. Chirag single-handedly manages to pull Mumbai Warriors back. The Stallions have struggled since Chirag came into the bowling attack. 120 for 7. Of 17 overs. Current run rate stands at 7.06. Next 3 overs, I am putting this prediction hat will be full of entertainment. Maybe the height is an issue, or maybe the ball is going down the leg. Bowler knows himself. Abhishek Warang will be looking forward to take a charge of this innings now. Shuffles it down a bit, but there's a deep mid wicket already placed by captain. So maybe a team is expecting a bit from Dave. Go big. Charges it, but only for a single. Dave charges down the ground. No big hits so far. 2 of 3 balls. Will Abhishek hit this one? I feel so. It's a good straight. They should have go for 2. I feel that is a lazy wearing between the wicket. They should have go for 2. Single is not going to serve their purpose. I feel they should have gone for the second run. The poor running between the wicket, and this is what it makes. Abhishek, who was looking good with his bat, was just about to find a rhythm, is now off the strike, and Mumbai Warriors won't mind that. Stallion needs someone who will clear the rope. Charges down the ground, and that finally finds the boundary. Stallions, after so long, are able to see the ball traveling down the rope. Not a bad over by Tarun. 7 came off of this 18th over. Ideally, it should have been the over of 10 or 12 runs. So Dr. Ganesh is in the charge now. Is it a big enough to clear the rope? What a strike that is by Abhishek Waran. Waiting for a signal from the umpire. I feel Abhishek is going to hammer these 2 overs, last 2 overs. That was humongous by Abhishek. He'll be targeting the shorter boundary. That is the leg side. 4 runs coming off the first ball. Ball didn't bounce as he was anticipating, as he was expecting it to be. Should be a 2 runs. That should be the call of a striker because he's running at a danger end. So 5 coming of first 3 balls. 9 balls to go to complete this innings. That's a good cut shot. Good looking cut shot. Will surely this add 4 runs to the tally of the Stallion. So 2 boundaries coming off this over. I feel there should be no change in his fielding just because someone manages to cut the ball or someone manages to clear the rope. Captain should stick to his plan. That's the edge. That's the edge. And the ball is traveling. These are freebies. Not freebies, but luck. It's been on to the batter's end, batter side. Batter Dave has scored 15 of 10 balls, and Abhishek, who is looking bit very unlikely and very strange inning from him, scoring 15 of 21 balls. .43 played on the back foot and hello बोला ना नाही ते आता 8 ते 9:30 होतं पण ती गेली का क्लासवर नाही नका वाटू उद्या मी म्हटलेलं तिला तिचं लेक्चर भरून निघेल कारण की ती बैठकीला जातो ना उद्या ठीक आहे चालेल काही इशू 19 overs gone. 141 for 7. The last over will be of Sachin Deshmukh, I guess. Yes, he's bowling. Good shot. What a shot that is. Delicacy at its finest. So the role which was supposed to be played by Abhishek is now being played by Deb. Irrespective of what happens, whatever happens. Five balls to go. What a shot that is. It reminded me of my tennis cricket days. We usually call it as a tap shot. It traveled to the boundary rope within 3 to 4 seconds. And they make sure that Z Stallion at least crosses 150. Now there is a fielding change from a bowling team. Offside field. 7 players the offside. A good straight shot, lofted straight drive. I think they should go for 2 runs. The running between the wickets has been terribly poor by both the batters. The Stallion manages to cross 150. Abhishek Warang on the strike. Even if he manages to get 1/6 of the 3 balls. Over the covers. Now another boundary by Abhishek Warang. So the final over is turning out to be a blessing for a Z Stallion. 2 balls to go. And already they have scored 13 runs of 4 balls. That is some hitting by both the batters. Slower one going down the leg. This is what tends to happen when you are under the pressure. You want to try something different. Oh, played bit early. I think they should go for 2 runs. Because that is the second last. And that's a run out. But never mind. Good innings by Dave. It's the last ball. So non-striker decides to stay at the non-striking end. Even if he's out. But he has played a really good innings. 25 14 balls. Now he decides to come off. Nitish. It will be interesting to see how Nitish and SQ start for Z Stallions. Both have an ability to swing the ball on either ways. Last ball, and Abhishek Warang places it nicely into the offside region. No chance for long off to get that ball running. And that's a good ending by a batting team. Somehow they have managed a slight comeback, I would say. Somehow they have managed to score 160. Obviously below par total on a wicket like Khar. Welcome back to the second innings. The Stallion have placed 160 on board. Mumbai Warriors will be looking to chase 161. They will obviously fancy their chances, Mumbai Warriors. But a coward is ruled by a fear, and the heroes ride like a wild stallion. It will be an interesting run chase. Warriors have stood up to their name, played like a warrior, showed what they are made up of. The way they have managed to come back after first 5 overs was commendable. Another interesting run chase right in front of us. I made a prediction that the way these Stallions were going, they could have put 180 or 180 above on a scoreboard, or maybe even 200. But spinner Chirag has some different plans today. He was in no-nonsense mode, no mercy to the batters. Pick 4. Missed a well-deserved 5-wicket haul, but nevertheless, he managed to trouble and to instill a fear into Stallions. So Nitish Panchal, a striking bowler, a good in swinging bowler, right away striker, good straight simple action, doesn't put too much of load on his body. He gets on the mark. First ball of a second innings to a left-hander. Hit the deck bowling by Nitish Panchal. A good start. A dot ball. And a good field placement set by the bowler as well as captain. One sleep flare and one short gully, or maybe a gully. Oh, a good bounce. Ball ran down to the fine leg, and it's umpires have signaled it as a leg bye. 1 run scored of 2 balls. He'll fancy his chances. Nitish Panchal to a right-hander. He has a natural in-swinging delivery. I feel he'll strike in his first over. Let us see. Good carry and bit wide the ball is. I'm still betting. I'm on Nitish to clinch a first wicket in his first over itself. I'm backing him. Let us see for this over. But maybe he's struggling to find his rhythm. This is what happens. We have all seen in the first inning itself. how Sachin Deshmukh and how Amit Sharashena was also struggling to control a bit with the swing bowling. If you have a swing, it's a good thing, but if you are not able to control that swing, nothing as bad as it. It just pushes it down toward the leg side, and that's oh, good running and good distance covered by a fielder who was at the fine leg position. Raju Atre manages to score a couple for his team, so 3 extras in this over. Oh, just missed a leg stump by a whisker, but if it's a leg side, down the leg side, be it any, it is always a wide. So 4 extra runs, 1 was a leg by and 3 of them are wide, and 2 came from the bat. So far batsman is not making any efforts. The runs are coming in free for a batting team. Again. This is exactly certainly not a start which the Stallion and DC expected. But as I have said, it becomes difficult to control a new ball. And if you have both ability to swing in both, oh, at the last moment the bat came in. That's a bit awkward bounce at the non-striking end. Raju Atre manages to complete a single run. The bat came down at last moment, otherwise it was going to hit on the pad right in front of stump. But the batter has a good footwork. A left-hander in front of Nitesh Panchal. Yogesh Welling is the name of the batter. Full end ball, good leg side drive. Nicely flicked. Played with the soft hands. Just timed the ball. He was trying to get an in-swinger for the left-hander, but batsman was very well prepared and he just manages to push it off between a mid-wicket and a square leg region. So 11 of the first, 12 of the first 5 balls. Oh, again a wide ball. Nitesh Panchal. He's struggling a bit. And Yogesh Welling and Raju Atre must be looking at a good start from here on, because they have took on to a very good bowler. What a great shot that is. Nicely put. Flashed it. Timed it perfectly. And that proved to be a very expensive over. By the standard set by Nitesh Panchal. He gave 17 of his first over. 17 in all and 16 of Nitesh Panchal. That is an effortless batting by both the batters. A back foot punch, a front foot delight. As a commentator and as a neutral spectator, you will certainly enjoy such kind of a cricket game being played. A good cricket, a good quality batting from both the batters. I owe an apology to both the batters. I was not knowing the potential which they hold, which they had. Sohail Qureshi, SQ, is a new bowler in. He has a good pace, hit the deck kind of bowler. Another one good option. Well placed. Open the face of the bat. And Rajiv Atre manages to get a single. A good footwork by Rajiv Atre. I personally like this guy Yogesh Welling. He was good on back foot as well as on front foot. So this is what it is all about. If you're a good technical batter, you're good on back foot as well as on front foot. There is some change in a field by Sohail Qureshi. So he doesn't need a fine leg. Instead of that, he has placed a sleep. So maybe an outswinging delivery for Yogesh Welling. Very well played. Sweet sound of a wood from the middle of the bat. Good placement. Yogesh Welling looking in a good touch. He's pretty much confident on his shots. Charges down the ground. I feel that is so unnecessary. And the need of the hour obviously doesn't demand this from you. It is absolutely irrelevant to the situation. He needs to back himself. So SQ. Will it be? Fell short. Will it travel down the rope? No, it doesn't. So both the batters manages to get a double off this ball. SQ is a bit unhappy. He thought there was a chance. Even I thought there was a chance.
English करो. चिराग good bowling यार.
What a shot that is. Effortless. It was a bit over pitched and he made sure that he punishes the bowler. This is what a batting team is expecting from Yogesh. If he's going to play like this, then maybe within 12 or 15 overs, Mumbai Warriors will be able to chase this down. The dimensions of the ground are being talked about a lot here in the dugout. The straighter boundaries are a bit long, but comparatively the square boundaries are very nearby. A shot that is. I have to say Yogesh Welling is one batsman to look out for this tussle. it looks pleasing to your eyes when a left-hander is driving so smoothly and nicely and effortlessly is timing the ball. He's the risk-free cricket which we always talk about, and when you're able to capitalize the power play in T20 like this, nothing better than this, I feel. Every team, every single team in this tussle should look after this match, because if you have a player like Yogesh Welling in your team, who is not a big hitter, but if he's effortlessly able to clear the rope, or maybe if he's effortlessly cleared, going down the leg a bit, Nitish Panchal. And the bowler which he has hit the boundaries for are two of the finest bowlers I have seen them. So that automatically increases the stature of Yogesh Welling in front. In everyone's eyes who is watching this match. Full and delivery, and Raju Atre. That's an uneven bounce. So one player which is been placed outside 30 yards is a deep extra cover player. Now it is shifting towards point, or towards a deep square leg. Again, righty lefty combination, trouble and fusion into the bowler's mind, and it bowlers have to adjust their length accordingly. Oh, good York delivery. Nitish Panchal make sure that this over he makes a good comeback. Still 3 balls to go, and Yogesh Welling manages to play it. 18 scored of 10 runs, of which 3 or 4 shots were extremely pleasing to the eyes. Watch. Again a wide ball. Maybe he's trying a bit too much, Nitish Panchal. Someone should go to him and tell him that what potential he holds and what he's able to do with the ball. We have already seen him multiple times. Going down the leg. The deep fine leg player. Running towards the ball. .4 overs gone. 2.4 overs gone. Beg your pardon. 34 no loss. Good start for Mumbai Warriors. Again going down the leg. Leg bites for Raju, for Mumbai Warriors. Finally in this over, Nitish Panchal is finding a bit of a rhythm after going 16 in his first over. He has made a good comeback. Again, height must be an issue. Certainly there was a single run, but they are in no hurry, I feel, since they are already striking at 10 per over. 3 overs gone, 32 for no loss. Well, the batter like Yogesh Welling will certainly set a tempo for the upcoming batters. And if throughout the 6 overs, first 6 overs, manages to go wicketless, Mumbai Warriors, nothing like it for them. if you have each and every shot into your treasure, then nothing like it. If you have a cut, if you have good straight drive, if you have a good cover drive, if you have got a good hook, good pull, you are a complete batter for me. And Yogesh Welling certainly seems like that. Oh, played on a back foot. SQ bowling with a good pace. See Stallions looking a bit low now after that first 3 overs. But they should not forget how Mumbai Warriors did a comeback. Oh, good delivery. Well carried towards the keeper. Even Sohail was a bit expensive in his first over. Gave 11 runs. He's hitting the hit the deck type of a bowler. Manager still pushes down on the leg side. Good throwing arm. Good throw by a player at a fine leg. They are in no hurry, Mumbai Warriors, and that is how it should be. Play a risk-free cricket. And at the start of the innings, a captain told him to play a risk-free shots, a risk-free innings. Percentage cricket, that is what we all talk about. If you need 8 and over, it's good to go. It's good to target one ball of 6 or one loose delivery out of 6 balls. That's the way Yogesh did right now. Percentage cricket. He knows each and every player is within the 30 yards, so he just needs to time the ball well and clear these 30 yards, which will help him tally, which will help him add those 4 runs to the team's total as well as his. Sheer class by Yogesh Welling. He has scored 18. Trying too hard now, SQ. Spilling too much of runs. I think both the bowlers should back themselves in such kind of a situation where the batting team is getting hit for bowling team is getting hit for 10 or 12 runs per over. You need to unnecessary, not needed Yogesh. Why to try too hard when you're already well settled in there? Ball didn't carry well. It was a good pace from Sohail Qureshi. Ball hit onto the sticker of the batsman bat, and as a result it didn't travel long. Again going down the leg. Not a ball on which you should do appeal. Even the height was an issue. So that completes the 2-over spell of Sohail Qureshi. .38 of 4 overs. Hello. We have all seen how spinners managed to pull a comeback for Mumbai Warriors. So, if a captain is a good reader of a pitch, of how the first inning so if a captain is a good reader of how this cricket game is taking shape, is taking place, then there should be at least 1 over for a spinner in first 6 overs of power play, because they are in need of a wicket right now if they want to stay alive in this game. Otherwise, a batter like Yogesh will take the game away from them. Charges down the ground, but didn't connect it well. Goes for a single. अरे field is getting reorganized again. A fine leg is bit narrow now. Slower one, slower Yorker, I would say. Raju Atre now joining the party with Yogesh Welling and making sure that he contributes as well. This aggressive start by Yogesh and Rajiv makes sure it creates a good platform for the upcoming batters so that they could finish the game off very easily. So far, so good for Mumbai Warriors. An ideal situation for any batter to come in. Will get past the third man as well. Took the leading edge. Ran down to the boundary. But disheartening if you are a Stallion fan. And charming if you are a Mumbai Warrior fan. You will be filled with the ecstasy, joy if you are watching both the batters batting. Even this over has proved to be expensive, so as early a captain is able to, if he is able to introduce a spinner in next over, and that's plumb, that looks plumb. I think that's a good platform set by the batter, both the batters. They won't mind this wicket. Even Raju played a good innings. Yogesh is certainly there. "47 for 1-5 overs gone." So Dave has striked for Stallions. Raju scored 15 of 13 balls. I think spinners should be introduced now. It's the right time for spinners to come in. Pradeep Dubey is a new bowler in. He's setting a field. A long off is bit straight. A long on is bit wide. A mid wicket is there. A deep square leg. Sorry, beg your pardon. He's bowling to a left-hander. So long on is bit straight. Long off is bit wide. There is a deep point. There's a cover. There's a third man. And there is a slip too. So an interesting field set by Pradeep. A good start. A back foot punch by Yogesh. Pradeep has made sure the field remains same. Oh, big shot, and batsman punishes him. That's a poor bowling from Pradeep. A new batter in. What a way to start his innings. Now Neil Rai. First ball he faced, and he dispatched it outside the ground. So that brings 50 up for Mumbai Warriors. 54 gone. 54 runs on the board for a loss of 1 wicket. Good front foot defense. Oh, ho, ho. Try to arm. It was an arm ball from Pradeep. Carried a piece. Straight down the ground for a single. So after I think that's a good comeback from Pradeep. Charges down the ground. Yogesh Welling is now into a different mood now. He's ready to shift the gear after a good 25 first 18 balls. 6th boundary by Yogesh Welling, and certainly the first one in which he charges down and clears a 30-yard circle. If they have a genuine spinner, Stallion, they should bring him up. Otherwise, if you are using your part-time spinner in first 6 overs, not a good idea. Harsh is himself a very good spinner. I think he should be the one who should come in and bowl. But so Dev, who managed to pick his first wicket for the team, pulls his length a bit backwards. Nice cover drive, but a fielder is placed there. It's not going to let that go. Going down the leg, a white ball. Extras has been an issue for both the teams. If we count on the extras, 9 extras, of which 7 are wide, have been bowled so far by the Mumbai Warriors. Sorry, beg your pardon, by Stallions. A short ball, cuts it. Now nil. Another good batter is middling the ball. And there were 19 extras bowled by Mumbai Warriors overall. So now the long on player comes up within 30 yards. So that's an odd position to stand. Neither a full mid on, neither a full long on, somewhere in between. What a edge! That's a reflex at its best. Caught and bowled. And to get a wicket of such a quality batter will surely ray of hope in the team of the Stallion. They'll be hoping something better, even better. So they make sure that Z Stallion is completely not out of the game. He was good with his bat. Now he's proving out to be good with his bowl. So catches win your matches. We have seen Mumbai Warriors dropping a sitter, dropping a 50-50. So far, these Stallions, they are able to capitalize each and every opportunity that has came across their way. The Scott and Bold was one such opportunity. A front foot defense. A new batter in it, Shashank Mahatre. Oh shit. थोडंसं फक्त चटणीकडे पडली बघ. They are in hurry to create. To now nil Rai with a boundary and 6 in this over. If they keep on striking like this, it's a matter of few overs and the game will be done and dusted. Oh, inside edge. Oh, manages it to push. Play it on a back foot. Both are looking already a set batter. Eight overs gone, 76 for 2. The captain comes in. Harsh Asher is the name of the bowler. He would fancy his chances. If we just have to follow the footsteps of Chirag, the way he tempted the batter to come down the ground, the way he pushes the batter backwards, Harsh has to follow the same rule. Again, a flighted delivery. Shashank must be disappointing that it was a good flighted ball. Oh, suddenly not a good appeal. Desperate to get either of the batters' wicket. So Harsh is appealing even if the ball is hitting on the chest. But that's a good bowling, I must say. Harsh. Finds the wicket. Harsh Asher. Shifts the momentum back into the favor of the Stallions. This is exactly what I was talking about. Spinners. If you have a genuine spinner in the form of Harsh in your team, bring him within first 6 overs. Never mind if he goes for a good amount of runs in his first over. Pack him. He will give you a result on this Khar pitch. This Khar pitch, which is supposed to be a spin paradise. Will give you the results if you bowl with a good flighted delivery into the right areas, and we are seeing the result already. So new batter in is Amit Sharat Shenoy. Was a bit expensive with his bowling. It will be interesting to see how he performs with his bat. Flighted one. Nice bowling by Harsh. And good fielding by SQ. In the long off region. Both the right hand batters now. So, to get a context of why we call this Khar pitch as a spin paradise, Out of 11 wickets which have fallen today, 9 wickets has been taken by a spinner. This tells a volume about the pitch. It speaks a volume about the pitch. Obviously not taking credit away from the bowlers. They were excellent. Wide delivery. Shim stood desperate now to get the another one. And why not? It's good to anticipate the wicket. No, that went away. It reminds me of a Kuldeep Yadav. Bowled a really good length. Harsh Asher.
Your answer is big. You can't just come and back one ball and
Abhishek Warang is a new bowler in. Again an interesting option for a bowling team to go with. He was decent with his batting performance. Oh, in the air, but just for 1 run. A long on player. Both long off and long on are sitting deep. And even the captain bowler are not worried about the fielding positions of both the players. Wide, well kept. If it was missed by a keeper, the ball was running down the boundary for the extras. Whoa, nice. At the last moment, the bat came down. Otherwise, it was going to hit on stumps. That's a good all-round cricket by a batter as well as bowler. The ball was going down the leg side. And it will run away for the boundary or not. That was a good attempt by a player. But it's a leg by 4. Obviously the runs, which does not add to a bowler tally, but to a team's tally as an extra. Good looking cover drive, but just for 1 run. Keeper has been called up. He's been in fact closing, keeping. He's been doing a close keeping throughout his over. Maybe height was a factor. Amit Shenoy is a tall guy and has hit on his thigh pad. Batter is not ready. There has been some kind of disturbance from the side screen. Here we go again. A back foot cut shot Whether it will travel down to the boundary, no. Fielder does his job perfectly. For 90 of first 10 overs. They have to pull a miracle, these Stallions, if they want to get back into this game.
रीगस में ही था, रीगस में ही मारा। हाँ क्या हम लोग भी वही सोचते हैं, बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होता है।
Second half of the second innings. Harsh bowling from the different end now. Batter didn't time it well. There's a player in cow corner region. If he clinches 2 more wickets in his spell, then Harsh is surely bringing his team back into this game. Question remains whether he will or he won't. Poor fielding. But as it went for the boundary, it's a misfield by a fielder in deep. Nitesh is a fielder, usually safe hands, but pressures. What a straight drive that was. Sohail Qureshi is a player standing in a deep, fielding in a deep, and Harsh would fancy 1 more wicket in this over of his. Well kept. He's bowling good ball, and that travels to the rope. Amit Shenoy. Redemption from the batting. So boundary of this over will ease off the pressure which was created by Harsh in his first over. Hundred up for Mumbai Warriors, and that is how the platform is set by the batters. Scoreboard is ticking at a good strike rate, and against a good bowler they have managed to score the runs. Mumbai Warriors is certainly a team to look out for in this remaining tussle. There is an uneven bounce in the outfield. So fielder has to be very careful while fielding and while attacking onto the ball. So it makes the fielding more difficult. (103) 13 came off the last over, and for 3 wickets, of which one was picked by Harsh. Nitesh Panchal, strike bowler, has been called back into the attack. Amit Shenoy is not only striking the ball, he's also
Paji, all good?
he also makes sure that their singles and doubles does not stop. There is a running between the wickets. A good strategy overall. Mumbai Warriors never seemed anxious except those first 5 overs by the Stallions. Rest of the time, they were dominating with the ball and also with the bat. Cut shot. Here was not nowhere near the ball. It's a good boundary by Shashank Matre. Second for him. (53 runs needed of 51 balls. I mean, that is a domination. That is a sheer domination. And if you are able to score the runs against a strike bowler like Nitesh Panchal, then there is then this shows how much you are good as a team and how good you are as a unit. So all the boxes have been ticked so far by Mumbai Warrior batters. Crotch shot, one bounce into the boundary. This will surely hit the morale of these Stallions because a strike bowler is getting hit for so many runs. Not a good sign if you're a strike bowler. What a shot that is! Effortlessly. Oh, he was too confident with his shot. He thought that he will be able to clear the boundary. The ball will be traveling the boundary with ease. But the fielder on long off did a good job 48 needed of 48 balls. Nitish Panchal has proven to be a bit expensive. He gave 28 runs of first 3 overs. Tejas Joshi is a new bowler in. It's now a cakewalk. This target seems to be a cakewalk for the batting team. 48 needed of 48 balls. No brainer that a baller run. Big appeal from the bowling team for the wicket of Amit Shenoy. Umpire denies the appeal. They're striking the ball with ease, with a good power. They're looking so confident with their bat. They're hardly able to mistime the ball. Every single ball is getting hit in the middle. The ball was short and bowler offered a room to slash to cut the ball. No changing field. Nothing has been experimented by the bowler. One bounce. Shashank Matre seems to be in a hurry to finish this game off as early as possible. So it's been less than 6 and over. 2 well set batters in on the ground. Short ball, poor bowling, down the leg. If the Stallion needs to win this match, someone from the bowling department has to pull off the miracle. Otherwise, the match is already running away from the hands of the Stallion. Again a cut shot into the region of deep point there. Score. Amit Shenoy is on 18. Shashank Matre is on 23 of 19. Both the batters amongst themselves have scored 6 boundaries. Harsh will continue from this end. Left arm Chinaman bowler. It becomes very difficult when you are bowling, when you are a wrist spinner, to have a control. A wide ball. A poor bowling. Maybe. The pressure is getting off the Harsh now. Full toss and punished. goes for a 6. Flighted, too much flight offered by the bowler, which eventually turned into a full toss. And I feel it's a matter of 2 more overs, and then the commentator's curse is a real thing, I see. I was about to say that it's a matter of 2 more overs and the game will be gone, but again the Harsh strikes back. It's better for a commentator to shut his mouth and just concentrate on the game. If someone is playing good, if someone is bowling good, someone is batting good, it's none of the commentator's business. But I think Shashank has done a good job. Captain Harsh is trying to rub off his energy to the other teammates. Shoulders have been dropped by the Stallions. But we never know what is there ahead in front of us. Harsh will continue. So first ball went for the 6, and again a good flighted delivery. The length was pulled up backwards. Room was offered to cut the ball, but the batter failed to capitalize on it. No change in fielding. A cover is somewhere near and well played by Ritu. He was good with the ball. Now it's time to show his prowess with the bat. Still so much in favor of Mumbai Warriors. The odds are completely in favor of Mumbai Warriors, with the captain Ganesh yet to come into bat. Amit Sharasena is already there on the pitch, looking well set. Is looking in good touch. He manages to so far. So after considering for the 6th of his first ball, Harsh bowled a pretty decent over. 3 overs gone, 24 runs have been considered by Harsh for 2 wickets.
Definitely.
127 of 4 in 14 overs. Well in favor of Mumbai Warriors. So extras have been a problem for the Stallions as well. They have given 21 extras, of which 14 are wide. Tejas Joshi. Another one added to the extras total. Good flick shot. What a shot that is. I feel this is now a ruthless batting by Amit Shenoy. No mercy, no respect at all. He just flicks it on, and even the ball was not at all like if you're bowling down onto the leg side, then you should get punished, especially when there is no protection down there on the leg side. They needed this wicket. Amit Shenoy, a front foot single run. So it takes 2 or 3 balls to settle down with the nerves, and once the nerves have been settled down, you're easy to move. Your leg, your foot plays a very important role. Good at rotating the strike, good at hitting the balls. Amit Shenoy certainly made sure the mistakes he made with the ball, he doesn't do the same with the bat. 24 he scored of 15. Again a leg side bowling. Lucky bowler. If there were a set batter out there, he would have dispatched that ball outside the ground. Full toss. It's a good fielding by the long on player. 135 for 4. 14.4 overs. So 137 of 4. 24 needed of last 5 overs. The Stallions certainly need a miracle here. Do they have anything to offer from here onwards? Well, the new bowler in is Abhishek Warang. He'll complete his 2 over spells. Well, or maybe. Do I need to say something about this shot? If you are there, if you are here in Kharjim Khana, that is no mercy batting from Amit Sharashan. I am feeling short of adjectives right now. Ruthless, no respect, arrogancy, as straight as an arrow, I would say. Again, but is it a catch? That's a drop. This no ball would add a salt to an injury. A catch dropped, a no ball, a 6, a ball before. Nothing going right for the Stallions. I think they have accepted their defeat. The way they are playing, there is no fighting spirit left at all. Onto a shorter boundary, and it's a 6. Lower full toss, getting converted, and it may sound strange, but I have seen very few faded balls getting converted into a 6. I was lucky to witness one such ball in which the free hit ball was hit for a six. Overall, a good batting performance from Mumbai Warriors, a good bowling performance from Mumbai Warriors, spinners. And I don't understand the selection of the Stallion. I have failed to comprehend how they have managed to play with only one genuine spinner, I would say. A think tank of the Stallion should think upon it. Then they will realize what mistakes they have done. This is just the start of the tournament. A long way to go. The good thing is, if mistakes are happened at the earlier stage, you get a good time to recover from those mistakes. Again, a full toss. Abhishek Warang has certainly lost his rhythm. So I was talking about the think tank of C Stallion. Only one genuine spinner to showcase. The rest of them were either a medium pacer or a pacer. One part spinner in form of Pradeep. He was excellent with hitting. Unfortunately, got out to Chirag, who was on have again a full toss. Three full toss consecutively bowled by Abhishek Warang. His first over, he considered 5 runs, but after that, in just 4 balls, he has given 18 runs. That is a strike rate of almost 400 runs. Again a full toss. I don't understand what is wrong with Abhishek Warang. Surely a pep talk to him after the match by a captain and a vice captain. That was a full delivery. Finally a drop ball for Abhishek Warang. And this completed his 2 over spell. Only 1 run needed of last 4 overs. And 1 run of last 4 overs. Babe may be coming up to bowl at 17th over. That seems done and dusted. A poor bowling performance from Z Stallion. And this is it. What a way to finish his innings. Amishara Shenoy, man of the moment, I would say. And undoubtedly, without a shadow of a doubt, the man of the match, Chirag Advankar. Clinched 4 wickets. So that is all from the match number 2, which I think a lot to look after for Z Stallion. Certainly